I recently found out that I have a good chunk of my old assets from when I used enbyduck as my like online name. And so I'm gonna do a little bit of a tour through them all. Starting off with I think one that never even saw the light of day, because once I looked at it for more than 2 seconds, I realised how awful it looks. And that's that. So that was the first one. And then I quickly realised that the yellow and the white needed a bit more separation. So I did that, which was just adding some outlines, making it a little bit smaller, which I used for probably between 3 and 6 months. At which point I put a duck on an MB flag as a profile picture. I did that. That was live on my YouTube channel, and there's 4 different versions. There's that one, and they are slightly different. Then I decided to black out the duck. I gave the duck some scratches. I hate that with every fibre of my being. And then I tried it on a grey background. Then I swapped it out for me writing it out, like, quote-unquote, by hand. And I kind of liked it, but it wasn't quite what I was looking for, and I didn't know what to do with it. So I turned to Impact. I ran away to Impact. I think there are some missing links here. But I ended up with that. And then I ended up with that. I went back to the pink. Then I started with the grey. You'll notice that there's these like darker or lighter it gets darker or lighter in the middle. I think I was adding that to make it a little bit more dynamic. With enbyduck 5, this is where we start to get to the special bits. Anybody that watched me back in the day and actually like paid attention to my content, you will probably look at that and go, that looks familiar, but that's not quite how I remember it. And that's because you're right, it's not how you remember it. That's how you remember the text. It's a bit darker. The rainbow, I changed the rainbow to be a bit more muted. Editor's note here. I didn't really mean muted, I meant pastel. What I was trying to say is I was trying to make it less bright and in your face against the dark background. That's what I was trying to say. Back to the video. That's when I made the first banner, which was this. I think this was up while I still had the other thing up. Everyone will, well, I say everyone. Nobody will fucking recognize that. This was my, like, channel logo branding for a long time. The red and the blue is genuinely meant to be a reference to red and blue TF2. The darker blue, I think I did try the darker blue, but I never saved a version of it because I think the darker blue was was just too dark. And then eventually I made this banner, which had a little red and a red and a blue duck on either side, which was fun. And that was the evolution of enbyduck until I decided to ruin it all and change my name.